All right, traders, this is XRP on the 15-minute chart, and I want to go through how you could have traded this market both directions using what I call the trend surfing process. It's a process I developed to really simplify your trading and solve many of the problems. Many of you are getting in late, you're staying in when you should be out, and you're not maximizing your profit. So let's go through the process real quick. So we have two indicators and only two indicators. This is the 200 period moving average and the 20 period moving average. I call the 200 the deep water. I call the 20 period moving average the wave. We are going to surf this wave like a surfer up this 20 period moving average, and when it's going to hit the beach. And so let's just go through that. Step one is surf where the waves are. Where are the waves popping off? Well, as this market is going flat and the 20 and the 200 are together in a parallel manner, that's what we call the lineup. We are waiting for the market to either push to the upside or the downside. In this case, it pushed to the upside, and this is the wave that we're trying to catch. So let's see what that looks like in the surfing analogy. So these surfers are sitting in the lineup. They are waiting for the peak energy to come through in this exact spot. They've been doing this for years. They know exactly where to sit, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're waiting for that peak energy. Then they're going to pop up on this wave, and they're going to surf down the face of the power of this wave. So that's exactly what's happening here. We're sitting in the lineup. We are waiting, expecting something, and the wave pops right here. We are getting in on. We have permission to get in right here on that first candle. So we're getting in early. We're not waiting and waiting for the market to tell us it's okay to get in. The market has already told us there is a wave in the lineup at peak energy right there. So that's step number one, surf where the waves are. That's our location. Step number two, catch a powerful wave. So that is the powerful wave we're going to catch right there. There are many versions of this. I teach a course here in this QR code. You can catch it. I have a course and a coaching program which goes all through this in detail of what you're looking for, in what locations you're looking for, and what candles you're looking for in these locations to get in early and ride this wave. All right, so what's the third step? Surf the trend. All right, there's two things that we really want to look at in this trend. The first thing is that we generally want to grab two faces, and then we want to get out. So what does it mean to catch a face of the wave? So this is the face of the wave. You're coming down the face. You're coming down the face. That's where the power is. And when you get to the flat here, there's no more power. So you're going to end up having to turn around and come back, catch the power again, and go back down the face of the wave. This is the analogy. So you're going down the face of the wave, coming back where there's no power. Let me draw an arrow in here. You're coming down the face of the wave. You're coming back where there's no power, and you're getting out as the market pushes away from the 20 here. Your market is pushing away from the 20. You are getting out of this trade. Where do you know to get out? 3 to 5 pushes. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're out. You don't have to ask permission. You just get out. The market goes sideways. If it gives you an opportunity near the 20, we never take trades away from the 20. As the market comes near the 20, it clears all of this. We get back in. We go for another run down the face. So this is down the face, pull back, down the face, and we hit the beach. We get stopped out at the beach. Let's grab this. This is the beach. It's going sideways. We get stopped out at the beach. So the market went from the deep water. It pushed really wide on this nice trend angle. So there's 3 zones. I'm trying to shove all of this into 5 minutes. There are 3 zones. This would be the entry zone right here. So where we get in the trade. We never get out of a trade in the entry zone. We get into trades. This guy is not surfing to get off his board. He is surfing to get on his board and ride down the face. So we are getting into these trades to surf them and not get spooked out every time there's a red candle. So we're going to get in this trade. This is the entry zone. The next zone is what we call the surfing zone. That's in here. We are looking to re-enter and go down another face in the surfing zone. And then we have the beach zone or the kick out zone where the fourth step of this is we're going to kick out of the trade. As this hits the beach, we're not little kids with our toes on the sand trying to surf all the way to the beach into the sand. We are going to kick out of this wave. And if it has a little extra and goes into the beach, that's fine. We're not going to grab that. We're going to just kick out. We're going to kick out like a surfer kicks out of a wave, and we're going to have a good session. we're going to kick out of the wave, and we're going to paddle back, and we're going to do it again. All right, so that's what it is. You go down the face, you pull back, go down the face, you're out. So hopefully that will cure some of your problems. Some of your problems are you're getting in late. Just when you have the courage to get in, it's already kicking you out. And then you come up here, you've gone down the face a couple times, you're clearly at the beach, and you're still staying in these trades. You're still staying in, you've lost all your profit. So you have to know, what is the face of the wave? I get a couple faces and I'm out at the beach and I'm out. Okay, so what is this? This is the riptide. The riptide is when the market comes back through, it tests the 20, comes back, or it pops through the 20, tests the 20, and then it tries to go back to the deep water. What is that in our analogy? So let's look at that. The riptide is a real thing. The water pulls up onto the beach, has nowhere to go, and it literally carves a channel back through the sand, and it goes back to the deep water like a river. If you were to swim against this at the beach, you would probably drown. So it has a lot of force going back out to the deep water. So that's exactly what's happening here. The water, if you will, the market is pooling up, and it's now punching through, and it's digging a channel, and it's going back to the deep water. Now, obviously, these are very simplified analogies, but this is how you can take something that you might think is complicated or difficult, and I've just made it so a child could understand it. We have the deep water. We have a wave we're surfing in two faces. Go down the face, pull back, go down the face. We hit the beach. That's it. Now we're going to riptide back. And this is about as textbook as it gets. This is XRP on the 15-minute chart. This QR code over here, I teach this in a course in detail. I go candle by candle on how to manage this, how to manage every phase of this. And you're going to see this occur over and over and over again. You're going to see this. Here's another one right here. You could look at this same exact analogy. You're sitting in this lineup, it pops, you get in, you surf, you get out at the beach. In this case, it didn't go back in the riptide, but you were able to surf and get out of the beach. I could show you hundreds, if not thousands of these on any market, any time frame. They all work the same, and they go in both directions. So we're looking at, if you check out this QR code, it'll take you to my site, Pros Don't Panic. And I've got group coaching classes, and I've got private coaching that I can do. So I can, if you want an accelerated learning process where you really learn how to trade and eliminate your problems, I can certainly accommodate you. So hit me up at this QR code, and I will see you in the next video, and I'll see you in the trading community. All right, take care, everybody.